Update. We had a power outage and needed a way to charge our mobility scooter battery and needed the high watts. So we disconnected this inverter from the garage and connected to our large battery in our wheelchair truck. This inverter is the best for long-term installation or emergency situations. This power inverter was purchased to enhance our solar panel power setup. This inverter is connected to our Duracell Deep Cell Marine battery. The power source is using 2100-watt solar panels and a solar power charging controller. I have 5 strands of those long café lighting that goes around my fence and one above the yard. When you compare this model against other inverters listed on Amazon with the 2 outlets and same output wattage, the key differentiation feature is the LED display. The cables that connect to the battery are thick and have a great length to connect to the bolt posts on the deep cell cycle battery. When I had the lights running, I was able to read the LED display to know I can connect my Ryobi battery charger to charge Lion 18V tool batters for use during the daylight hours when the lights are not running. Another key feature that I did not see on other units is the mountable on-off switch panel that runs on standard RJ45 cord. This allows me to keep the power station set up in a location away from the garage door and access the switch easily by mounting this panel under the garage door opener switch. Great inverter. I upgraded the wires to 0 AWG, but true 100% copper 4 AWG should do the trick, since you'll be lucky if your SUV or car is putting out 80 amps at idle. I use it for camping and emergency power. I stain fences and it's hard to get power cable to power, and found that this inverter works great with large equipment like my 800-watt paint sprayer, where I stain, sometimes doesn't have power. I hooked directly to battery panel, where the only thing I added was an additional fuse block for safety. Highly recommend doing that. Fantastic inverter, good size, works as advertised, very happy with the purchase. This power inverter works very well. It seems to be made out of a very good materials and it produces plenty of power to work a large space heater. It was very easy to set it up and start using it. I would definitely recommend this power inverter for anyone who's looking for a high power inverter to convert DC voltage into AC voltage. I didn't buy this inverter for its quality. It is all plastic and very light. I bought it because I wanted to open it up and immediately get to modifying it for my special application. The body is plastic with exception of the bottom cover. The unit is small enough and it weighs much less than 1 mAh. This unit is built with single-sided and some double-sided circuits. It has few integrated circuits. The system consists of 3 nearly independent circuits. The display board contains an STM8S003K3 microcontroller. It calculates the power and measures the voltages to display on the LEDs. It also monitors the remote input, power button and enable the USB 5V buck circuit. The low side control board is on or off only. It turns on when the display board provides it with power, which is simply a switch on the input voltage to the unit. The low side control board decides if the unit can operate or not and makes the buzzer sound for too low or too high input voltages. Finally, the high side control board generates the 120 AC output. It has limited feedback to the microcontroller. There is optical isolation for output voltage and possibly current, 2 isolators. I didn't bother reverse engineering any of the high side output or feedback, as that was not necessary for I did not test the short-circuit protection as I've had to replace power FETs before in other units which also claimed to be short-protected. 4 stars because it did not come with a remote and, before I modified it, I tested it and found that LUP and OUP error codes are swapped in the programming. Max. Click link in description for more reviews.